Welcome, amazing viewer. I'm FrozenRelic, and this is Make America Great or Die Tryin', Episode 1 with Democracy 3. So, since this is a political game, I feel the need to do some quick political disclaimer. Just know that the actions taken in this series don't necessarily represent me or people I'm associated with. I created a persona, and I'm playing along to see what happens with that persona. We're either going to make America super great, or we're going to get assassinated, which is also awesome. Who doesn't like to be assassinated? So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm using Democracy 3 with 3 DLC packs for this Let's Play. The packs are social engineering, extremism, and clones and drones. And if you're interested, the collector's edition over on Steam is about $29.99 US, and it has the base game and the 3 DLC packs I just mentioned. And as usual, there's sales that do come along, so it will go down at some point if you feel like waiting for that. All right, so in this episode, I'm going to get the game set up and going, and I will play the first 2 turns, which are the first 2 quarters of my administration. So, can I make America great, or am I going to get assassinated in the process? Let's jump in and find out. Okay, let's create a new game. I'm going to select the United States of America. Hit play. Just going to kind of leave most of this as the default. For our party name, we'll go ahead and type in a new name. Call ourselves the Greatikins. Random. There. Okay. The People's Popular Front is our opposition party. Hit play. Gerrymander a little bit. Set some things up. Give it a second. Return to government. Alright, so I've just been elected. I am ready to make America so very great. Let's begin. I don't know if you've played this game before or not. I'm not going to go in complete detail, but let's just say that there's a lot of information in here. Up in the upper left-hand corner, you have your political capital, which is used to make changes like on sales tax or enact policies and that sort of thing. I have 25 to spend currently. If I click here, you'll see the cabinet for foreign policy, welfare, economy, tax, and so forth. And if you click on one of these guys like Earl James for tax, it gives you his loyalty. He's so loyal. He's not out for himself, but he's thinking about it. He's updating his LinkedIn profile. His experience, which he probably shouldn't update his LinkedIn profile. He has very crappy experience. And who he's sympathetic to. So he's sympathetic to motorist and liberal. So as these groups are happier, he's happier, and as they're not, he's not. Going on from here, if you hover over any of these circles, it shows you the flow of things. So, for example, let me pick this one here. So, for wages, it shows you what's impacting wages negatively or positively. So, when wages are better, it can positively affect the productivity. And then this is connected to a whole bunch of things and so on and so forth. So if I click on wages, actually, let me, I forgot. There's also high earnings and stuff like that, but let me go over to wages real quick. So I'm going to click on wages. It'll break down what wages are, what the causes and effects are. And some of these right here, for example, armed police, if you were to click this, it will actually have a slider, and this is the amount of money that you're spending per quarter for this particular item. And if I was, say, going to increase it, so my armed police now have submachine guns, the cost was going to be almost $23 billion a quarter, and it's actually going to cost me 10 political capital to increase. And additionally, liberal is going to decline further with that group. Crime is going to go down. Violent crime is going to go down. Now, one disclaimer really quick, if you haven't played this before and you're going to play it, because it is a fun game, be careful when you're messing with these sliders like I am, because when you click this X button up here, I noticed that it will actually apply, even though we're thinking that X means cancel. So I'm not sure actually what's going on in the code behind the scenes, but just be careful of this. What you actually want to do is hit this revert change if you don't want to do it. So I don't want to do it, so I'm going to hit revert change. Now I can hit the X, and we're all good. I still have my capital up there, and it didn't go away. So, okay, so we have a whole bunch of things that we can do. There's lots of graphs and things like that. One of the key points is up here, the light bulb, which is your policy. So these are different policies that you can enact that will do different things. So let's get into it. This video is going to cover 2 terms, I think is a good cutoff point. So for my first term, I'm going to look around and decide what I want to do. So I'm thinking I'm going to go to armed police, actually, and I'm going to give them submachine guns. So it's going to cost me 10 political capital. I will have 15 left. I'm going to take a hit with liberal, but my crime and violent crime is actually going to go down. And it looks like it has 0% popularity with voters, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and apply that. Confirm. Yay! Police have submachine guns now. Okay, so, and by the way, let me go back to that. I thought this was more or less, well, it can't be SWAT, right? Because they already have these things. So I think this is actually just police on the street, which is quite terrifying, actually. But nonetheless, well, whatever. All right, so no judgments here. Maybe we'll give them some rocket launchers next. So, okay, so for policy ideas, one of the things that I was looking at was trying to figure out where it was actually. Here it is. Thinking about doing some robotics research grants. So this is going to cost 6 political capital, and the potential cost is actually $2 to $50 billion a quarter. It depends again on the slider, which you set after you implement. However, I'm thinking of doing that because then somewhere in here, if I remember right, is a tax on automation, which I can set, 100 billion or so. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get some tech going. Let's implement. I'm gonna go ahead and max this out actually, and you can see what's gonna happen here with technology and trade unionists, and automation is going to go up. Actually, let me revert that real quick. And nothing and a lot of things. All right, cool. So it costs 6 political capital. I think it's per quarter. It takes 2 quarters to be realized, and it doesn't cost me anything to raise, lower, or cancel right now because I'm enacting it. So let's go ahead and max this baby out, hit apply changes. I've got 9 political capital left. By the way, again, if you haven't played this before, the political capital will roll over. So, in fact, let's just hit this. I'm getting 25 capital per turn. So if I was to stop right here, I'd have 34 political capital next turn. And again, this does go up and down. All right, let's kind of look around a little bit. This is just drug consumption, and let you know what's going on. Nothing much is going on in this first term. Just kind of setting it up here. Creationism versus evolution. Look at technological advantage. What's causing this? Hit the space program. So the space program was something that I kind of wanted to increase, but The political capital is 18, so I'm going to probably have to put that off a few terms, maybe come back to it. And then just to show you what's going to happen is actually the Patriot membership is going to go up along with Patriots being happy. Unemployment's going down. Religious membership's going to take a little bit of a hit. Technology's going to go up, and so I think it's overall a good thing to do, but let's go ahead and revert this. And then we have, let's look over here. We have the asthma epidemic, which also is another thing, is these things can be triggered and then you got to deal with them. But just starting out the game, we don't have to worry about that too much. Let's get car usage for a sec. Just want to look at the car tax. Oh yeah, 18. All right. Well, robotics research grant. Yep. Okay, so we've got that here. Actually, let's go back to policies for 1 second. Yeah, you know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the tourism ad campaign because we are making America great. Everybody in the world is going to want to see it. So the political cost isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and implement that. Let's go max this out. See if we can. It's not too bad, especially once we get our tax situation in order. Let's go ahead and apply that. And then taxes. I just wanted to see. Oh, I already have it. Okay. I'm gonna save it. Well, it takes 1 quarter. I'll do this actually maybe next quarter. So the automation tax is something that has a potential income of $3 to $163 billion every quarter. So this is going to help offset some of the things we just did. Where's the tax that just taxes the 99%? It's like, oh, could we have that other $4 that you had in your wallet? Because there's some multi-billionaire that's having a hard day today. All right, so enough of that commentary. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and end this turn. I've still have 7 political capital, but it's the first term, and we've got some things in play that will start materializing. Actually, 1 second. Let's look at this real quick. Oh yeah, military spending, overwhelming force. I was actually seeing if I could raise it even further. Like, what's beyond overwhelming force? Is it just like cluster or something like this? I don't know. But we can't raise it anymore, and I'm not going to lower it with this persona, so there it is. All right, let's hit the next. All right. Misinforming the electorate. Always a win. Let's return to the government. We're going to get our term report, quarterly report, I should call it. Our credit rating was downgraded. Oh, that's unfortunate. The economy is doing well, and it's having a positive effect on our GDP. Let's see some budget report stuff. The government's not popular. 27% are going to vote for me next election unless I can executive order out elections and there's just no more and I am president for life. That would be awesome if that was a thing. Of course, there'd be some military action involved, I'm sure, in that. So, cabinet report. Actually, look at this real quick. All right, so I've got 32 capital this turn. I'm still on pace for 25 capital next turn, but now that we've gotten into the game a little bit, there is a maximum of 50 capital that you can sort of store, so definitely we want to keep spending because we don't want to waste our capital. All right. Take a peek here at something. Right. Don't seem to have any let's go over here to intelligence services real quick. Nothing too bad on the threat meter yet. But I am thinking of increasing intelligence services. Costs 7 political capital to do it. Right now we're spending 34 billion for high-tech spy service, but we get that nice spy satellite network for just a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, you know, liberal is going to be upset. Gonna have lower crime though. Patriots are gonna be a little more happy. Although it's kind of funny, the Patriots aren't as happy as the liberals are upset. Um, Internet crime's actually gonna start diving down, which is kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. And pretty much maxed here. Oh yeah, so I don't know if I want to get into the police state just yet. It is something to look at some point, but I did want to go to that automation tax. Voters aren't going to be too thrilled with it, but it is money, and I'm going to implement it. So, right now, it's set in the middle at $83 billion income per quarter. Can max it out, about double that. And it's free, of course, because I'm implementing this. It's going to take a quarter to implement. You know, one of the things. Yeah, let's go ahead and not max this out, but not keep it in the middle. Let's kind of edge into about the 110. I think 110 is good. This is something that, you know, I wish it showed. Wait a second. Is this? Yeah. So I was just trying, because I couldn't remember. I was trying to think, like, so it has 19 political capital, which is like shows your current political capital and required amount to raise the level, which is this over here. I was trying to remember what this actually the cost was. It's been a while, but it would have been nice in the UI if this was it's some sort of indicator of what the raise, lower, and cancel costs might be in the future, because it kind of helps determine, like, for example, if the raise is going to be, I don't know, 30 political capital, well, I might just max it out now and deal with the fallout for it, because I'm not going to want to just increment it up as we go. But if it's something like 5-6 political capital, well, I very well may do that. So but I think we're gonna keep it. Let's settle wherever this is. Again, I'd love to be able just to, like, type in a number so I can get it exact, because these non-exact numbers are going to bother the crap out of me. But whatever. So our income for this is $115.77 billion a quarter. Let's go ahead and apply those changes. Let's get out of here for a sec. We still have 19 political capital left. Let's see. Kind of looking around here, deciding what's some. You know what? Borders. Gotta look at the borders. I forgot where that's at. International trade. Immigration. Oh yeah, it should be up in here somewhere. Oh yeah, border controls. All right. Wow. Oh my goodness. 18 political capital. All right. So right now we're doing biometric checks. It's $2.76 billion a quarter. If we go all the way up to retina scans, we're about 2.5ing the cost. Patriots are going to be very happy. Liberals are going to be super upset. Immigration is going to take a dive, but given our persona, and I think that he or she would want to get these retina scans in, I think this is a great time to do it. We've got the political capital. It's going to take a minute to start enacting, and sooner rather than later was one of my sort of fake campaign promises. So let's go ahead and apply those changes. Confirm. We've got one political capital left. Can't do anything about it. Let's go ahead and hit, actually, real quick, just wanted to take a peek at this. Okay. Yeah. All right, good. And then let's look at our money real quick. So right now, our money is obviously going military first. We've got some state pensions, state schools, which I was kind of surprised. I thought it'd actually be lower. Certainly not a quality measure. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and hit the next turn. Figuring out some employment stuff and lying about it. There we go. That's always a good thing. Turning a blind eye to corporate tax avoidance, of course. Let's return to the government and... Oh, interesting. All right. So we have the Luddites who are rioting because, well, they hate tech. And I guess we're going to have to get rid of them. Let's see. I have a policy question to answer. Good news. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, Church of Christ are holding town hall meetings to express their anger at the current government. So this is a situation that'll start brewing. 26%. Yeah, so I lost a percent. I think, if I remember right, from last term. Not really that big of a deal. So let's look at this policy question for a second. Ban alcohol advertising. There's a proposal for a law to outlaw the advertising of alcohol on television. Although it would remain legal to advertise on radio, billboards, and other means, a TV ban is seen as a potential way to reduce alcohol intake by our citizens, which seems a bit magical that you're going to advertise everywhere but TV, as if the TV in this day and age is like the driving factor for these things, but whatever. All right, so we could reject the ban because this law is crazy. Either you have a ban on a product or you do not, which actually is kind of what I was just getting at. Alcohol is perfectly legal and enjoyed by millions of citizens without ill effect. Yeah, that's debatable. But anyway, or we could approve the ban. It might not stop alcoholism overnight. Alcoholism, I should say, overnight. Perhaps I should start drinking. But a TV ad ban is a step in the right direction. Sure, I guess if we were wanting to have a global ban on advertising, you have to start somewhere. Although TV seems like a big ask for the start. You should have went to perhaps billboards, because I don't know who really cares there. But anyway, for our great America, we're going to reject this ban because marketplace. So select. Now we have the Luddite rioting. Click on this. And let's see. So right now we can see that the current Luddite value is up here, and it crossed the start threshold. And this is something we should probably pay attention to, because it's now harder to stop things because the stop trigger's down here. Although I think if there was an option to just deploy our police with submachine guns, we could fix this right quick. But that's not an option. So we look at the causes, and you can see that the biggest one is this industrial automation that is really has them upset. Tech has them upset. And unemployment has them upset, but you're kind of like, at least in this America, it's like you're scared of technology. It's 20, whatever it happens to be in this particular scenario. You don't realize you're a dying breed, but whatever. You're upset. I get it. So, yeah. I'm kind of curious here. Yeah. It's been a minute since I've played. I'm sitting here thinking, like, I don't know how to stop this. I'm not going to untechnology everything. That's stupid. Who wants to live in that world? Oh, wait, they do. But that world that they want to live in is dying and should actually just be thrown out. So, all right, let's continue. So now we're on term 3. This is a great place actually to end this particular Let's Play. I'm going to pick it up in the next video from this term. And not quite sure. I'm going to think about what to do. I might have to increase police forces and whatever for those Luddites. I'm going to I think we're going to start taking a look at what has happened with the automation, and I see that currently our deficit is $45 billion. Let me click on this real quick. Yeah. So we'll kind of go over this actually next video. I hope you'll watch the next video. Hope this has been a little bit entertaining for you. Fun fact, this was actually my very first Let's Play ever. So I'd like to say it only gets better from here. Democracy 3 is actually a fun game. Tune in next time. Bye for now.